more time. No, really, really, dude. This could be like the longest live ever if I figure this out. Or if I don't figure this out. Why? Because I've got to figure this out. I'm still in the labyrinth of my mind and my emotions. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. And I realized something when I was telling Diana. I started crying. I was like, I know something that you don't know. I know that if I don't fucking figure this out, that I'm going to spend another year learning this fucking lesson. Do you want to spend another year learning the same fucking lesson? You're going to, if you don't figure out your labyrinth. What's up, everyone? How you doing? Hi, how are you? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer and teacher. I am a shaman and a seer, an oracle, a light worker, a starseed, an earth angel. I am the most powerful witch. I am a yogi, a guru, an evangelist, a North American Sybil. I am pretty much the only messenger of God, true talking to God type person. I am his first child, the Lilith reincarnated. This is episode 3 of What the Fuck is Wrong with Me? Pretty much. I like the first video. I was like, I don't know if just all bitches is dumb or what the fuck is the problem here. I feel the need to take my shirt off though and wave it around. You serious? Yeah, it's alright. I got a sports bra on. Apparently that's appropriate if you want to do that. Just letting you know. Anyways, I'm trying to figure this out. I mean, I got to the basis of this. Let's talk about this. What am I trying to figure out? God brought me to it, and he'll keep bringing you through it until you understand why he's doing it. I think there's a rhyme in there. If I could have held it together a little tighter, delivered it better. I heard it. Why did he make me do what I did? When you understand, okay, so it wasn't like impulsive, right? Because my mind is always telling me no. Right? So it's driven by the spirit. So with this twin flame thing, right? Let me explain how this twin flame bullshit works. Your heart calls, there's a calling between your heart to connect with this person. And your mind is so not with this bullshit. And that's what you have to spend all this time doing. You don't get as far as me without giving into it all the time. Even though you have to put up the fight. And the mind is all powerful. So anyways, I don't want to do this, but I do it. And then I end up in it, and it turns out to be some bullshit. Now, keep in mind, this bullshit was already ordained, right? Because I felt the urge to do it. So what it is with the twin flame is, they're calling you into your own healing, right? Example A, B, and C is twin flame, I hate you, fucking Russ the Bus. Every time I get over there with him, he pulls some amazing act of stupidity that pulls out an unhealed part of me that I have to face, right? So I'm looking at this situation, and I was called in to look at an unhealed part of myself and face it. So all I came up with is, why do you keep doing this? Because I hope it's going to get better. And it's like, well, now I'm in a real battle. This is a real battle. You can't fight hope. Well, where do you get to a place with someone when you've given up hope on a person? Does that have something to do with the person, or does that have something to do with you? Because hope is a mindset. First off, let's take away the whole spiritual foundation of what I believe in and hope for. I'm a hopeful person. How about just the fact that I'm optimistic? That's hopeful in its own sense. I'm always hopeful that things will be better. And therefore, I create a better reality within me and around me. So, how come, that's what I'm like, why do you keep fucking dealing with this? I keep thinking it's going to get better. I suppose. But I realize it's not thinking. Obviously, that would not be logical thinking, but I told you, my brain doesn't think this. It's a foundation. So I'm trying to I'm trying to break the foundation open and try to understand this more. So then I'm looking back I'm trying to find the pattern. I just don't want to do this anymore. And if you don't learn your lesson, then you're going to keep repeating it. So I'm trying to figure out, first off, let's take some accountability here. It's me that contacts him in most cases. All right, so let's start there. This is me, a shadow part of me, right, that I'm denying. Let's start with this as a whole shadow. There's a part of me that wants this dude. But then there's me that comes in and is like, wait a minute, no. Because of all of these reasons. The very logical, wise, knowing part of me is like, yeah. But, see, I don't let that part live. And so then when I do give into it, it's like, how many times do you have to keep repeating this? Like, in the essence, like, you think of that I'm in control, but it's like my conscious. I'm trying to understand the conscious. Why do you keep doing this? What am I doing? In the essence is, what am I doing? What are you hoping for? And that's where it gets real crazy. I don't know. I'm hoping for something that I don't even know what it is. I know I don't want his marriage and his relationship. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure this out, dude. I am so stuck in my in the fucking makeup of my mind. I'm trying to figure this out. Why? Well, I've always have. And I run from it. I'll give it so much energy and then I give up. I'm like, this is just, I can't figure this out. There was one morning, I woke up, I see it like it was yesterday. I feel it. And I open my eyes, and all I have is, Bobby on the mind. And I threw the biggest fit at God. I'm like, I am so fucking tired of ever thinking of this guy ever. There's a part of me that thinks that I can figure this out, and he'll, they, them, whoever, will disappear into the fabric of my mind like everybody else did. And that was so appalling, because everybody else in the world fell into the fabric of my mind except for this guy. And that was the intrigue too. How can everybody else be nothing, not even a memory, but then there's you? What is it about you? So I spent like at least, 9 months trying to figure out what the fuck our connection was. Full silence. I had to go digging deep. I found Facebook messages from like 2017, 18, 19. I started putting together all the evidence of, why in the fuck do you love this guy? He wasn't going to tell me. I kept asking him, what were we? Why? Well, he couldn't tell me anything. He wouldn't. Trust me, I investigated this guy a lot. A whole lot. And that's why he doesn't like it. I'm just always pressuring him for answers that he doesn't have. Or he won't give me. I'm not quite sure. But this is usually the basis of of this whole relationship, is I want answers. Every time I want to talk, he's like, what about now? I have questions. I always do. It's 21 questions until I burn him out. Or until I don't like the answers. I'm not really sure. Because it's not like the answers. It's always the same fucking shit, if you ask me. I'm not getting anywhere with this guy. You have to understand how hideous this is. Right? First off, I don't even know you, bro. Okay, let me really paint this picture for you, fuckers. This is a fucking nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare, and I'm doing everything to fucking wake up. It is... Oh, God. The documentary... I could show you every video of my life, dude, and you still wouldn't understand what a fucking nightmare this is. Alright, bro. Check it out. This dude comes out of fucking nowhere, bro. And he's like, hey, congratulations on your song. And you're doing great. I'm on my own lane, dude. I'm living my life. I'm about to become a superstar. This fucking guy is like, hey, congratulations. I always think of the times. What fucking times are you talking about, dude? The good times. What? We worked together? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, you don't remember? I'm like, no. And I know what he's talking about. I'm like trying to remember, dude. I'm like, nah, bro. He's like, that's sad. And I'm like, at this moment, I realize I've lost all memories, and somehow this dude comes back. And so I have all these mixed feelings about this dude, but at the same time, I realize I don't have any memories, so I have bigger problems to deal with. But in the middle of the night in all my quiet spaces, it's like I always go back to this dude. This dude. And I'm like, oh God, dude, I wish this would stop. And it's driving me crazy. Literally, on top of the fact that I'm already trying to heal all kinds of levels of crazy. This is just making everything worse. So then I meet another dude that's like, just go with the flow. And then I end up like, you know, alright, I'd like to see you. Then what happens? I see him, and I end up giving him a blowjob, like, within like minutes of seeing him. And it was really a horrible experience for me because, again, I didn't understand why I acted like that. I feel like I just made you cheat on your wife. I don't even know what just happened. Oh my God. And then he doesn't talk to me forever. And I feel like such a shameful person. I don't know what's going on. This is really horrible. Oh God. I really hate myself. I would never want to talk about that guy again. Oh God. And that's where it's time to go. Does it happen? Yeah, it's usually me. I feel like it's me. I gotta go. Oh wait, it's a false alarm? Nope, it's real. Damn. Okay, we really gotta take a break.